going on?
Blessings, another day. Another day.
All right, let's see, man. We want to make sure we got this thing going. 'Cause at the end of the day, we want to make sure we are doing what we are called to do, and we are live. All right, brother. Man, let's get into it because I know you on this time constraint of a battery. Mine is about to drop too,
Yeah.
man. So last week we talked about the book of Daniel. Kind of went into it a little bit on to take hit the Father's chosen people.
Right.
And so as we're gonna get into it, today we're going the Father's plan and how the children of Israel would be uh, taught a lesson, if you will, right?
Daniel, he dealt with a lot of, he dealt with several different kings right back to business, showed his power and showed what he can do through Daniel.
Right. Right.
Through the interpretations of the dream. But it still wasn't enough until their downfall, to where it was too late.
Right. Right. Yeah. No. It's a very interesting situation.
Yeah,
I will say, and once we get into these scriptures, people will be able to understand and decipher exactly what we're talking about. Because when you look at the things that Nebuchadnezzar went through, and okay, there we go. We're on Facebook too. If you go back and look at the things that Nebuchadnezzar did and Belteshazzar, and the rest of the folks in that region, you'll understand what Daniel wanted the Babylonian king to really understand. In the first year, and this we're going to read from chapter 7, verse 1. And the and then when he and continued on, then he wrote the dream down and related the following summary of it. Daniel said, "I was looking in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven were stirring up from the sea, different ones different from one another. The first one was like a lion, it to arise and devour much meat. After this, I kept looking, and behold another one, like a leopard, which on its back 4 wings of a bird. The beast also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. After this, I kept looking in the night visions, and behold, the fourth beast, dreadful and terrifying, extremely strong, and it had large iron teeth. It devoured and crushed and trampled down the remainder with its feet, and it was different from all the other beasts, the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. While I was contemplating, while I was contemplating the horns, behold, another horn, a little one, came up among them, and the 3 horns were pulled out by their roots before it. And behold, this horn possessed eyes like a man, and a mouth uttering great boasts. It's almost like that's the Antichrist, like type, right?
Right.
Verse 9 says, and I kept looking, and this is the Ancient of Days type of reign. This is towards the end. This is the millennial reign scriptures. And I kept looking until the thrones were set up. An Ancient of Days took his seat. His vesture was like his vestures. Now this is the North. Was flowing and coming out of him. Thousands upon thousands were attending him. A marriage upon marriage were standing before him. The court sat, and the books were open. So this is talking about when the last days, when the Father opens the books, the book of life. You know, the also the Christ's judgment, right? The Lamb's book of life, like all those books to see exactly what we have done, right? Verse 11 says, then I kept looking because of the sound of boastful words which the horn was speaking. The horn is going to represent a kingdom or a person. I kept looking until the beast was slain, and his body was destroyed and was given to the fire. Antichrist was thrown into the lake of fire, burning for eternity. That's where his kingdom is one which will not be destroyed. So, and then we like saw the latter day prophecy of what the end times would look like when an antichrist like type of leader will come on stage and rule.
Saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess I beheld the same horn made war with the saints. And another shall rise after them. He shall be diverse from the first. And he shall subdue three people, take his dominion to consume and destroy. As for me, Daniel, the competitions must trouble me. Tribulation time. Any time what's going to happen in the end, the saints are going to be worn out. It's going to be a lot of trouble in that time, to where the Antichrist, the beast, they're going to be taken over for that short period of time. I'm sure it's going to feel like forever.
Yeah. Yep.
There's going to be so many people are going to fold under the pressure. But thank goodness we have
And Daniel,
Yeah.
And this is again, it's going into the 3.5 years of tribulation, right? When you went back and talked about verse